Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then would I slay my brother Jacob. Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rakah HaKadash. Double honors and salutations to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that taught us this truth that rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect and to the one-third men, women, and children of Israel, and to the Israelite foreigners who has the appearance of the heathens, but their lineage, their seed lines from their fathers, goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom. Want to make a video, Lord willing, I may title it Racism is Learned Behavior, question mark. Or is racism learned behavior? You know, something along those lines. Hey, and it's not, man. All right. Let's grab this real quick. Let's grab, because we know that Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, who are the Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, and the Israelites, all right, sons of Jacob, whose name was turned to Israel, who is the progenitor of the Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites, all right. Those are, he's the forefather of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right. And the speckled bird that look like the other nations, okay? So, the narrative of the Holy Scriptures has always been Jacob against Esau, all right? The other nations, which you can find all the nations in Genesis 10, all right? Because, hey, Esau changed the name of everybody, man. All right, he put a covering cast over everyone, according to Isaiah 25. All right, and so you don't know the nationalities of the people that you're reading about in the scriptures. All right, but Jacob, the Lord, the Israelites are the Lord's people, man. Let's grab that real quick. You can find that all over the scriptures. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people. That sounds like racism to me. Unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, and this also links up with 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and 54. Okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are special people unto the Lord, but hey, we were disobedient and sinned against our power. So the Lord put us in this low estate beneath everybody of the totem pole of nations. All right. Hence the reason why everybody looks down upon us as an astonishment, man. All right. So let's grab real quick Proverbs 16 and 4. It reads, the Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So they're hardwired to be evil. It's in their DNA to be evil. So yes, the Lord has created racism, man. All right, it is in your inward parts. Just like how the second covenant, where the law, statutes, and commandments will be in our inward parts, which are the promises. Okay, it leads to immortality. Because guess what? If the law, statutes, and commandments are in your inward parts, that means you can't sin. Right? Which means you get immortality, and that's only for the Israelites, right? So that's going to be in our inward parts, just like how the hearts of the wicked, you know, the Lord has put it in them to be wicked in their inward parts right now. Let's grab this real quick, the book of Hebrews. So when we see Esau Edom, the so-called white man being Esau Edom, being as what they say racism, hey, he's in his right mind. Okay, he's in his right mind. Hebrews 12 and 9. Furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjugation unto the Father of spirits and live? All right, so we know the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua put us under these curses. All right, and Esau Edom, he thrives off of us being under the curses. But guess what? That time is coming to an end very, very shortly, man. All right, with the coming of the Lord. Okay? So, the Lord is definitely hardwired people to be racist. So, it's not that everybody is born and they're not, they're just a baby and then someone teaches them to be what you call racist. And the word racist, it just means you're for your own people, man. All right? You are for your own people. And there's nothing wrong with that. What Esau, Edom, the wicked, all right, you can find out that he's the wicked from Malachi 1 and 4. Okay? Because he's the seed of the wicked. And Lord willing, I'm going to show you that. Will let you know that he is the wicked is the fact that he's the seed of the wicked because he's hardwired to do the things that come with it, far as case in point. He has dominion over the whole earth. The earth has been given into his hand, right? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. But yet, he sets up a system to trap you, to keep you going off, all right, to keep you under. But guess what? The Lord made him that way to do that to us, man. You know? Lord willing, that's, that I made it easy for you to understand. Understand that. All right? It's not supposed to be fair here in Esau, Edom's kingdom, which is a.k.a. Satan's kingdom. Now, let's go real quick here to the account. I read the Genesis 27 and 41, and I'm going to get back to that, Lord willing. Let's grab Genesis chapter 3 and 13. Get to the nitty gritty. Now, Genesis 3 and 13, it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh power said unto the woman," which was Eve, all right, and Eve represents the church, all right, and the church is the elect. "What is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat," which means she took up the philosophies of the serpent, and the serpent was a man, all right. It was a melanin man that she got beguiled by, all right. Every time I think of the serpent, I think of a nigga that looked like polite, man. Verse 14, "And the Lord Yahweh power said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle," all right, because Esau is the curse, right? Which he is cursed, not under the curses. He's cursed. That's according to what's that? Isaiah 34. All right, I think the 5th verse, if I'm not mistaken. "Above all cattle and above every beast," because Esau's a beast, man. When you are not dealing with the law, statutes, and commandments, you're likened to a beast, all right, an animal. And that's how this man is running this planet. "And above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life," which is confusion, man. And look how Esau Edom runs his kingdom in pure confusion, which the word Babal goes back to confusion, all right, which is why America, which is under stewardship of Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man, is also the virgin daughter of Babylon, man. It makes sense, okay? It says here, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman." Let's get definition of this word enmity. The mutual hostility between persecutor and persecuted. All right. That is what's the name? That is the story of Esau and Jacob. All right. Let's get the regular definition real quick too. The state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. All right, is not the so-called white man and so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans born enemies, man. It is on sight, man. Right? But now Esau Edom, he does it through subtlety, like it says in this Genesis 3, the first verse. All right, he was more subtle than any beast. Look at it, spiteful. All these synonyms, contention. All right, ill will, dislike, rivalry. All right, like I said earlier, the so-called white man has been the narrative of the scriptures is us against them, right? It says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, right? The serpent and the woman, his seed, and between thy seed and her seed, it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay? So you got that. Let's jump to the next chapter, Genesis 4 and 8. This is concerning Cain and Abel. And Cain and Abel are the Cain and Abel reincarnated into Esau and Jacob, man. All right? And Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass, because, hey, remember, Abel had a better sacrifice than Cain. Cain came with a sacrifice of fruit, man, which was off. Okay? He don't know how to follow direction, man, correctly, man. When they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. Okay? Now, mind you, Cain had his melanin, right? Then he's mentioned as the first liar, right? Which it says in 1 John 3 and 12, if I'm not mistaken. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Cain, where is Abel, thy brother? And he said, I know not, am I my brother's keeper? So he's the first liar and the first murderer. Like I just said in 1 John chapter 3, right? So now, look at that. Curse from the earth, right? Like I said, Idumea is the people of the Lord's curse. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah 34, right? Now, here's a point. Cain said, unto the Lord Yahweh, my punishment is greater than I can bear. I'm going to jump down real quick because, hey, Esau Edom, he is a fugitive. You read that next verse, but I'm going to jump down here for time's sake. Verse 15, and the Lord Yahweh said unto him, therefore, whoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. Hey, you do something to the so-called white man, hey, man, you are put underneath the jail, man. I don't care if it's within Esau Edom rules, man. And the Lord Yahweh set a mark upon Cain. What do you think that mark is to this day? His pigment was taken from him, man. All right, cursed him with leprosy, man. Stringy hair, blonde hair, all right, and his blood showed forth through his skin. Hence the reason why the sun attacks him too. All right, let any finding him should kill him. All right. So now let's go to Genesis 26 and 23. It's like 25 and 23. And it reads here, this is regarding Rebecca, all right, and Isaac when she was pregnant, right? So here it is, verse 22. And it reads, and the children, this is Esau and Jacob in the womb, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord Yahweh, and the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated. Separated. That sounds like segregation to me. 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Hence the reason why we dominate in all physical sports, man. All right. And the elder shall serve the younger. And this happened when King David was over the Edomites. All right. This also happened when in the Byzantine Empire, the Middle Ages, Dark Ages. And this is also a future prophecy in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay. So now let's jump over another 2 more chapters. Let's grab verse 41. So now we're seeing that racism is not taught. This is in the womb. How can you teach somebody something in the womb, right? Genesis 27 and 41. And this is where we are at today because, hey, Esau Edom, self-proclaimed white man, he's trying to set up an artificial birthright. This is about the birthright, man. All these wars is prophecy leading to us to rule the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, and Esau Edom is going into 1,000-year slavery, hardcore slavery. He's going to get double the cup that we got, man. Right? Here it is. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Hence the reason why this devil can have all the money in the world and still hate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And instead he want to put you in captivity. You would think you got the whole world in your hands. Why are you messing with us? All right? It says here, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him, which were the promises, the new covenant, all right, the kingdom of heaven forever, all right, which is Daniel 2:44. And Esau said in his heart, which is his mind, he said, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. All right, Esau against Jacob, so-called white man against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, now let's get some couple more accounts real quick. What's this? Obadiah. I'll start at verse 10, and it reads, for thy violence against thy brother. This, just read up, Obadiah goes into Esau Edom, right? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. This is where you get your critical race theory, as they call it, right? And thou shalt be cut off forever. All right, and their shame is the fact how they did the so-called Native Americans, which is a tribe of Gad, how they've just done the Israelites total, man. All right, now the history books, they want to take out. I thought it was survival of the fittest. I thought what's that, Manifest Destination? You guys were proud of all of that. Now you're not proud of it. Why? Because we're linking slavery with the Bible now, and shame is covering them, right? In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Remember, Jerusalem is a people before us, a place. Even though was as one of them, but thou shouldest not have looked on the brother of the Salakia. Let me read that again. Salakia. Verse 12. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger. All right, this is how we became Gentiles, man. All right. Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. That's that, hate that's embedded in them, man. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly. Who's the most proud nation on earth, man? You Edomites. In the day of his distress. Okay? Thou shouldest not enter into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. All right. Neither shouldest thou, that happened in Egypt. The Edomites was the first one, Amalek. All right. First one to give us havoc, right? Shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of his distress. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all heathen. This is Obadiah, man, Old Testament, right? As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward, thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay? So, hey, the Lord put this in them to do that to us, man. And then he's going to put it in, like right now, how are we going to do the Edomites, man? In this body, we can't fathom doing certain things to Edomite, because, you're just not in that mind. The Lord hasn't put that on our spirit like that. All right? But in the kingdom of heaven, oh boy. Let's read this, Romans 9:9. For this is the word of promise, at the time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, For the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil. So, hey, the Lord is the Father of all spirits. Man goings is of the Lord, man. There is no free will, right? It was already set up. That the purpose of Yahweh according to the election might stand. And only Israel, the elect out of Israel is going to be chosen for salvation, which they're already chosen from the foundations of the earth. All right, Ephesians 1 and 4. Not of works, but of him that calleth, like it just said. Then, Salakia, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Remember, we read that in Genesis, right? As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, Salakia, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. All right? So all this is of the Lord. It says here, so then it is not of him that willeth. See, it's not taught. Nor of him that runneth, but of Yahweh that showeth mercy. And the Lord is going to show us mercy, man. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh. Notice how Esau, Edom, and Pharaoh was put together. Hey, that lets you know that that Revelations 11 and 8 tells you that tells you about spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt. America is spiritual Egypt. All right, and Pharaoh he rules Egypt. Right, so this American government is likened to Pharaoh. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. All right, like it says in what's that? Jeremiah 51 and 7. Babylon had become a golden cup. The Lord made Babylon a golden cup, made her the best of all things, man. All right, hence the reason why everybody loved the American way, the Western way. All right, I raised thee up that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So the Lord pretty much set you up just to chop your ass down, man. Okay? And I'm going to end it off with this. Talking about racism as a learned behavior. No. The Lord set all of this up. 2nd Esdras 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, this is Esdras, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And we know we're living in end times, right? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, which we're spiritually doing that right now, all right, through this word, through the Holy Spirit. Verse 9, here's the point. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So, hey, Esau Edom, he rules his world. He's the hammer of the earth, man. All right, doing the work and the bidding of spiritual demon Satan, man. All right. So yes, racism, you're born with it, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, the Lord willing, those edifying. Shalom.